And I do apologize. I was looking for my book and I forgot I left it in the car because I had it at the beach yesterday with you guys. So I have a different book today though, and it is a great book. I'm actually interviewing the author later today, and it's called The Thin Blue Lie, An Honest Cop versus the FBI. And this story has been so good. I've been reading it. I read it all day yesterday. I've got a few more pages to read before this afternoon when we have the interview. But it's a great book, and it's very different than Florence Scovel Shinn, let me tell you that. It's a story of how this cop, he always wanted to be a cop his whole life. I love the story. Good morning, everybody. I love the story he tells when he was a kid. His dad was a cop too, or some sort of agent, and he used to bring home like files from people that were already in jail or had passed away. So they were not active files, but he used to love to look through them as a kid. And then he would like study the clues, and he was hoping to catch these guys as a little kid. I think that was adorable. And then also he would take a Sharpie and color his fingers and do fingerprints on himself. I'm like, that's really, that's cool when you know what you want to do at that young age. I love that. But anyway, the story was really good. And I'm almost at the end. I mean, I kind of know what happens at the end, but the way he tells it is very intriguing. And if you're a person like me, and I know a lot of people like to watch those true crime dramas. Oh, good morning, Stephen. Good morning. Good to see you. Happy Monday. A lot of people like to watch those true crime dramas. It's like having a backstage pass to what happens in The Office. Because as you all know, that's all show. And then, what really happens in the office politics and all that kind of stuff. Good morning, Sirkin. Oh, Pumpkin, you have your first good morning to you. Sirkin said good morning to you. What do you think about that? Do you like that? She likes that. She's happy. Thank you so much for greeting us. I'm T. Waldron, by the way. This is my cat, Pumpkin. And she is here for you guys. I don't even have my drink, but I've been drinking all morning. Anyway, let's do some deep breathing because it has been a busy morning already. Let's close our eyes if we're not driving. We're going to inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. We'll do a little bit of deep breathing, and then we'll chat, and I'll check out the chat. For now, I've got my eyes closed, and I suggest you do the same if you can. It's so nice just to go within and really give yourself some attention. And if you can, feel your heart. This is kind of almost like giving yourself a hug, but it's also feeling your heart center. This guy, Greg Braden, I believe his name is, he says that our attention goes wherever our physical touch is. So let's think about our heart and brain coherence. Inhale. Fantastic. Thank you for joining me this morning, guys. It's a Monday. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And thank you for keeping me accountable to do this deep breathing every day. When I think about it, I try to do deep breaths, but it's nice to have a dedicated practice. Inhale. And exhale. We're slowing our breath down. Even slower if you can, slower and deeper. That oxygen is our healing oxygen. Inhale. And exhale. A few more breaths together. Inhale. And exhale. One more together. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Good morning. Hi, everything. Wow. Very cool handle. You practice hypnotherapy? Oh, you're the one that does hypnotherapy? Yes. Very cool. Yeah. It's so good for us, and it's so simple, and it's free. And we just have to take the time. You know what it takes? Our attention and our time. And we just have to kind of peel ourselves away from the screens and the distractions and go within, right? Oh, thank you. Yes, Pumpkin. They said you're very beautiful and intelligent. Do you know that? Yeah, she knows. Thank you so much. I don't know if you guys heard her meow, but that was pretty funny. Yeah. Don't jump, Pumpkin. Stay here with us. Hi, Orion. Oh, greetings from Ghana. Excellent. Yeah, Stephen, reach out to me. We'll do a collab or something. I would love to interview you for my channel. Like I said, I'm interviewing this author today, and he impressed me because he stood up to the powers that be for the truth. Hi, Calvin. Good morning. Did I explain the test I learned in school if you can be hypnotized or not? You know, you mentioned there is a test. I would love to know what tests, if you can be hypnotized or not. Because we started talking about it, then of course I got off sidetracked. Yeah, good morning, Calvin. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, but anyway, this book, I want to get back to this real quick because I just want to share this with you. It's an inspiring story because he was on a special he got like all really good commendations. He was an honest cop. And I love the way in the beginning he talks about all the different kinds of office people. And if you ever worked in an office or watched The Office, the show, you can kind of think of who these different characters are. Like there's a specialist. Wait, let me see. There's a careerist. They just want to be a job jumper. They moved to just advance their career, and they don't care if they like the work or not. The job jumper plays checkers. The careerist plays chess. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. The job jumper is one. The careerist is another one. I'm not reading this well. I'm just trying to rush it. But anyway, it's really cool because he names the different kind of people. Okay, here's another one. The worker bee. The person who shows up every day, keeps their head down and does their job. They are the grinders, the ones who seldom complain and will do what is asked of them. They tend to be the backbone of the organization, the ones who are easy to overlook but are actually essential to the success of the department. I love that. Yeah, it's very neat. Yeah, explain it. Just an easy eye test. Okay. All right, all you do is focus your eyes upward. If you are trying to see a spot high in the middle of your forehead, oh, like your third eye. All right, once your eyes focus up on that spot, well, I can't read the rest if there's focus on that spot, so I'm gonna have to wait. All right. Hi, RH. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't get into sports, but thanks for joining the chat. Then slowly, very slowly close your eyes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, reading books is a good thing. I love reading. I'm a big nerd. Do that 3 times and you're done. Okay, very cool. All right. Well, I don't want to get hypnotized while I'm on this live because that would be, you know, probably dead air or something. But anyway, yeah, third eye, right? Yeah, so I will play with that when I'm off the live and see what happens. So what's supposed to happen if you're easily hypnotizable? You'll go into a trance, or what happens with that? So you look up to the third eye and then close that. Okay. Yeah, we're here for like intellectual stuff, but you know, okay. Hi, Philip. Good morning. That's very interesting, Stephen. I like that. So yeah. So anyway, I had heard this guy speak, and so he was in the police department. He had been in a special task force with the FBI, and he found out they falsified some of his and his coworkers' reports, and he was the supervisor. So of course he went to his boss. Okay, I'm gonna just block you, RH. I don't know why you have to be so strange. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so he found out that this FBI somebody, he doesn't know who, falsified, they had his report and they falsified it. So then he went to his boss at the regular police department and they were like, oh yeah, we'll look into it. You know how that goes. Yeah. So, and you know how it goes when you bring something sometimes to a boss, and this isn't everywhere, but if, you know, sometimes if they're like a career person and they just want to look good to their bosses, they may be like, oh yeah, we'll look into it. And then nothing happens, right? And kind of the same thing then he didn't hear anything. So then he reported it like a formal memo. And he said, you know, hey, what's happening? And then the FBI got involved, and then they did an internal investigation, which went on for a long time. It's just, Very cool story. So, yeah, you'll see his interview. I'll have to edit it at some point, and then you'll see his interview. But I just like it when people stand up for the truth. They don't, he kind of he went through a lot. They transferred him to like a really far away. He had to drive, I think, like an hour and a half each way to his new assignment when this was going on. And they punished him. And I love it when somebody sticks to their guns, they tell the truth, they do what's right, and then, maybe they win. I didn't get to the end. I know what happens, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to spoil it. Yeah, I would love that. That'd be fun, Stephen. That'd be cool. We can back to the hypnotist stuff. I would love to see about that. Yeah, that's fun. I think my email's in the description. Shoot me an email and we'll set something up. But this week is so busy. So like today I've got to interview this author, and then tomorrow I've got a couple of meetings. It's a really good week. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, 30 seconds. Perfect. Yeah, maybe we can do like a collab thing on a live one day. I don't know. I think I have to set it up as a collab or something. Anyway, send me your email and stuff and we'll figure it out. Yeah, because I love it. I think we have a lot of potential in our minds that we don't tap into. And, hypnotizing yourself and talking to yourself and reprogramming your mind and neuroplasticity, it's all sort of tied together. And we kind of, I don't know, I think if you go through your life and you don't get into it, you don't really realize when it's happening. So I kind of want to know when it's happening to me and then decide if I want to participate in that or if I want to, avoid it. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. That's great. The mirror behind you is beautiful. Yeah. Isn't it cool? I love that mirror. Yeah. I found it at a thrift shop like years ago and then just repainted it. And I know it's a big one. It's like probably 3 feet across, but yeah. I'm a fan of that table too because it's oval. It sort of goes with it. I've got a lot of shapes in here. I've got ovals, squares, circles. I know some people are like, well, kind of isn't all furniture that, but I don't know. I did it more intentionally. So anyway, that was all over the place, but it's Monday morning, so we're here. Pumpkin, did you want to come back and say goodbye to everybody? I know. Well, come on up here and say goodbye. Then we can wrap it up. Come on. Come on. It's rude to just leave right in the middle. Come on. Come right up here. You can do it. She is 16 and a half. Come on. She's taking a stance. She wants breakfast. Come on. Come on. Yeah, no, she's digging in. Anyway, oh, here she comes. The minute I gave up. That's the law of least resistance. When you just... Okay, yeah, we can do it now if you want, Stephen. You know what? I kind of have to get going because I got to get ready for this interview, but I would like to do it. So tune in I'll do it another day when you're on, okay? So tune in again for Stephen's hypnotist test, okay? And I would love to do it. So yeah, tune in like maybe, let me think, tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's a good day. Either tomorrow or Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's a cliffhanger. See how suggestible I am. And then you can try it too. You can try it at the same time. All right. Thanks, guys. From myself to yourself. Thanks for joining me on this journey. And have a great day. And thanks, Stephen. We'll do that one of these days. All right? All right. Thanks. Bye.